What's up, you guys? Welcome back into iHeartRadio's official wrestling podcast, the Battleground Podcast, which you can find anywhere you listen to podcasts. You can also watch this interview on YouTube. Just search Battleground Podcast. And we have a very special guest on the show, a very talented guest, somebody who we expect to have a title around her waist very, very soon. Everybody, we want to introduce you. Ivy Nile joins the show. Ivy, how are you?
Hello. I'm fantastic. How are you guys?
We are good, trying to, brave the snowstorm that we've had here in Nashville and Middle Tennessee, and it's been fun. We've got 7.5, 8 inches of snow since Monday.
Yeah. I got 5 down here where I'm at.
Mm-hmm. And I have a pool in my backyard that is a ice skating rink at the moment. So, you got a busy couple of weeks ahead of you. You've got the Royal Rumble coming up. And then literally right after the Royal Rumble, it's the kickoff to the road to WrestleMania in Knoxville at the Knoxville Civic Coliseum, where you're taking on Zoe Stark. I don't want to put the cart before the horse and jump past Royal Rumble, but I do want to talk about the Knoxville show. How do you feel going against Zoe Stark at that show?
Oh my gosh. So, funny. I had my first MMA fight at that same venue in Knoxville. So it's
nice.
A full circle going on.
A homecoming too for you as well.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like a full circle moment. I kind of started in that town where, everything kind of came to be where I am. So it's definitely cool to go back there and like experience, everything and see everyone. So and Zoe, so me and Zoe have a little bit of history.
Mm-hmm.
When she injured her knee last year or 2 years ago or whenever, I was in the ring with her, helping her get cleared, had practice matches with her, and next thing you know, she moved up to Raw without me and became, to be this awesome superstar she is now. But definitely we've butted heads, about who's stronger and who's, like muscle versus muscle type thing. So definitely I've had some of my best fights with her. So I guarantee this is going to be a hell of a fight.
Oh, it definitely is. I think it'll be the fight of the night, the thing that's going to steal the show. And again, that's happening Knoxville Civic Coliseum, February 3rd. Road to WrestleMania tickets, you can still grab those. They're on sale at Ticketmaster.com. And there's also some other great things that are happening. NXT Vengeance Day is right down the street from us in Clarksville. That is happening February 4th at the F&M Bank Arena in Clarksville. Tickets, Ticketmaster.com. Which we'll talk about NXT here for a second. And you spent some time in NXT, transitioning from NXT to Raw, very significant step in any WWE superstar's career. What has been, I guess, the biggest difference for you in terms of competition, atmosphere, and challenges?
So in NXT, you create a very special bond with everyone, because you're at the performance center, you're training. There's just this bond that you create with people, and it's like I have to start over, here at Raw, and kind of I've wrestled people I've never wrestled before, and that's, it feels kind of different. In NXT, like there's some people that I've created bonds for life, and I'll continue to train with them and, grow with them and stuff. So it's definitely a different transition to kind of work with people that you've never really, have ever talked with before. And next thing you know, you're fighting that person. I'm like, wait a second. So,
Right.
it's just, going to be an adjustment, but definitely something I'm ready for.
Yeah, awesome. I guess, kind of you have that shared experience in NXT, like you're going through the same thing, have the same teachers and stuff. So yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So a big highlight for you, not too long ago, your recent match against Rhea Ripley, got a lot of attention over socials and everything. A lot of people buzzing. Can you give us some insights maybe into like your preparation and strategy you kind of had going into that match? And like, were there any, like, if you changed it, like, would you do anything different now, looking back on it?
Oh gosh. So I go into this match with the mentality of, instead of what am I thinking, like what is Rhea thinking?
Mm-hmm.
So she doesn't have, I've watched probably every single match of hers ever since NXT.
Wow.
I was a fan, loved her stuff. And I think she, as a person, just elevates herself every single match. I feel like she's just like getting better and better and better. So I have gosh, how many years of matches from her that I can watch and study her. She only has about 2 years on me.
That's
so
true.
And in NXT I didn't have any title matches, I didn't have any pay-per-view matches, so I feel like she didn't have much to study on me, which helped me, I think. So I had all these years of experience on her to like study and really know what she's capable of. And for me, I don't think she had any idea. So I don't think she knew I was going to German her on the floor, German her off the second rope. I think she had no idea about some of this stuff. So I think I've been her biggest challenge, and I think I've been her, biggest surprise.
Yeah, and I think we need to get Ivy and Rhea part 2 soon, whether it be WrestleMania, which that's what I'm hoping for. Because
oh my God,
could you imagine? And
No.
this actually transitions to the Royal Rumble, because I want to talk about that for a second, because I mean it's an exciting event for WWE fans. It's who's going to show up, what's going to happen. It kind of starts the whole year of storylines for wrestling fans in WWE. Which I do think that Ivy will win the Royal Rumble. We'll say that right now on this show, because we do put good luck out into the universe. No pressure at all. But how do you approach such a unique match? And like, other than not getting thrown over the top rope, what strategies do you employ to outlast your opponents in the upcoming Royal Rumble match?
So this is another cool thing. I was an alternate last year. So I was in NXT. I was brought to the Rumble to be an alternate just in case something happens. So I was there last year just watching and just like observing everything. And so this year, I haven't been officially announced, so I don't know for sure. But I hope to make that run and, just watching her back, watching the people who think I'll be an easy elimination, like Nia Jax or like some of these big girls that are in there who think they're going to look at me and be like, she's an easy elimination, I'll just throw her out. Little do they know, like, I'm like a spider monkey, and I'm like, not gonna, like, I'm going to like hold on to the ropes or become dead weight. And like, you can't even pick me up. Like, I'm going to, oh my gosh, no, like I'm either going to be the winner or I'm going to be the final, whatever, 5, 4, 3, whatever. Like, no, I'm not going to be easy elimination at all.
Well, we're going to say that you will win. That we'll see you down there. Your music's going to hit. We're going to be like, well, there's the winner right there. Just go ahead.
Yeah. And that match is interesting because like you can kind of win even if you don't win. Like you'll have people that'll have a 50-minute run and they'll get eliminated, and like, I mean, that kind of puts you on the map and stuff like that. So that one, yeah. So I mean, like you could kind of come out of it in a good light, even if you're not the winner. So yeah, that match is always exciting. We love it. So, with your growing popularity, fans are kind of curious, about your journey from NXT and now into the WWE main roster. What would you say has been your most memorable moment of your career so far? And, why does that moment stand out for you?
Can you please say that again? Sorry.
Yeah. No problem. Just, with your journey into WWE so far, what would you say has been your most memorable moment of your career? And like, why does that moment stand out to you?
So I've been with the Creed brothers since the beginning of my career, and we had a 6-man tag with the Schism this past year. And these boys, I don't flip. I'm not a flipper. I like ground fighting. I like kicking. I like wrestling, like on my feet. Yeah. These boys had me flipping, diving, the stuff that I never do. And they're just, Julius is like, yeah, I'll just like throw you at them. I'm like, no, like this is crazy. I was like, my feet belong on the ground. And they just like, they pushed me to like do stuff I never do before, and I actually loved it, and it actually worked out great. But that definitely was something that they pushed me so far outside my comfort zone that I like freaked out. But they're always wanting me to do crazy stuff just like they do. So but yeah, that probably was my most memorable because it was the most scared. So
right.
That's what it was.
Yeah. And of course, the Creed brothers actually going to be on that show in Knoxville along with you for the WWE Road to WrestleMania, which is February 3rd. Tickets, grab them, Ticketmaster.com. They're taking on Ludwig and Giovanni of Imperium at that show. So that's going to be a fun match as well. The thing is, I actually recently when Raw was in Nashville, I saw the Creed brothers up front during that tag team tournament thing. And like, I was just blown away of them just going insane, like you said, doing flips. And I was like, I don't think even I that size could do flips. And they're over here doing backflips and moonsaults and, jumping from the floor to the third turnbuckle. And I'm like, how is that physically possible?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Brutus is a big boy and he's doing like moonsaults and like flips. I'm like, I can't even do that. Like, I'm just so blown away by them.
And
they're like the physical embodiment of like an energy drink. I mean, it's just like, how are you doing this stuff? Like, it's crazy.
I know.
So here's kind of a fun thing that we like to do on this show is we like to embrace technology. And of course, everybody talks about Chat GPT and the robots. So I turned to our Chat GPT robot to ask Ivy Nile a question. And we never know what it's going to be. Most of the time, it's like, how do you get the journey into wrestling, which we all know how that went. But this is the question that the robot said. If you could tag team with any fictional character in the ring, who would it be, and what would your ultimate finishing move together be called?
That's pretty good.
Fictional?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Can like superheroes count?
Superheroes counts. Any fictional character.
So if I were to pick a superhero, I'd pick Wolverine.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I don't like Wonder Woman's cool, whatever, but I'm a huge Wolverine fan, always been. So my finish is the Dragon Sleeper. And let's see. Do you guys have anything that comes to your mind about that?
Wolf's Den? Nah, maybe. I don't know. Something like that. That's a tough one. Now we're putting ourselves on the spot trying to figure this one out.
I mean, that's really good though, because I think like he almost would kind of have a similar ground or like a battle set, like you have the move set and stuff, like the grounded and more of the. I don't see Wolverine doing a lot of flips and stuff.
No.
So like that would be good, like two brawlers and stuff. Maybe something with the adamantium, like
like his kryptonite though. No, that's the stuff that's made out of his
That's his metal in his arms, or his skeleton. Yeah, maybe the adamantium smash or something, or
maybe what we'll do is once everybody's watching this on YouTube, if you could put in the comments what the finisher should be, and then we can relay it back. So comment in the comment section down there.
There we go. Yeah.
I know you're a busy person. We don't want to take up too much of your time, but outside of the ring, many WWE superstars have interests and hobbies. As you can tell, mine and Eli's hobby is collecting belts and autographed Funko Pops and whatnot. Are there any personal passions or activities that you enjoyed that, the WWE universe might not be aware of?
So during the summer, I live in Florida, so it's like warm a lot. Sorry.
I was gonna say, you're enjoying that weather right now. Well, actually, it's kind of cold down there right now, isn't it?
It's in the 50s.
Okay, well, that's not too bad. Somebody I know in Florida said it was like 36 or something down there. Like, that's kind of cold for Florida.
Maybe northern Florida, maybe.
Maybe so, yeah.
So, I have dabbled into some wake surfing.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
So, it's so much fun. Like we go out on the lake and, I learned how to surf, like not the ones where your feet are strapped in. It's the free surf.
Okay.
Learned how to do some tricks on it, learned how to do like a 360 on it and stuff. And that's like such a cool activity to do. Like you're in the water, you're getting your sun. Like it's just Florida, like gators might be there. It's fine. They don't bother. But
so if this wrestling thing doesn't work out at the end of it, you could be a professional surfer.
I don't. Oh gosh, I don't want to have that happen. But I mean, like, who knows?
I was gonna say you probably don't want to let the Creed brothers know that because they're like, oh, she is flipping, she is doing this stuff. Okay, let's get her in the ring. Let's try this. Yeah,
I took Julius on it. He went and tried it, and he's actually pretty good too.
Of course.
But of course, he had me do some kind of like flip into the water, and I'm like, Leave me alone.
Of
Oh,
course,
man.
we don't have to worry about the wrestling thing not working out because we know that you've got a hell of a career ahead of you, very talented. And I will tell you that as of Thursday, January 18th, there will be a title around your waist because we're putting it in the universe within the next year. I'm saying it right now. I'm putting the rocket to your back now. So
Boom.
putting pressure on you.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
I think I was going to say what you were going to say real quick. Where can people keep up with you online, your social medias, anything like that?
Yeah, so Instagram, pretty active on there. I'm on TikTok as well, just doing some like stupid stuff with the boys, or we do some kind of crazy challenge. Like that one time I did a handstand and Julius pressed me above his head. Like we just do crazy stuff like that.
Right.
Usually it's on my TikTok, Twitter a little bit, but mostly it's going to be Instagram and TikTok.
Excellent.
Sweet. Well, Ivy, it was an honor and a pleasure talking with you ahead of the Royal Rumble, the road to WrestleMania, and of course NXT Vengeance Day happening right up the road in Knoxville and in Clarksville for both of those latter shows. Thank you for taking the time out. And is there anything real quick before I let you go that you want to say to all the fans watching or listening right now?
I am just so like from NXT to Raw. It's been a beautiful journey, and I think everyone knows from that time that the Creed brothers had their match with Alpha Academy. I think everyone can see the emotion on my face because it's genuine, it's real. You go from watching it every Monday to being a part of it. I'm just letting everyone know I don't take it for granted. I'm here to win. I'm here to also, make my mark in Raw and SmackDown, wherever it takes me. And, small town girl in Tennessee, on Raw. And I am still just blown away. And I'm like, every time I'm at Raw every Monday, I'm just so incredibly blessed to be there. And I just can't wait to see where this journey takes me.